Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AfterBuzz TV for Pretty Little Liars. Tonight's host is Deidre Behar. Joining Deidre will be AfterBuzz co-hosts David Schifiletti, Dana Livingston Ward, and Joslyn Davis. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Pretty Little Liars news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off, and the buzz continues, Deidre Behar!
Yay! Such an enthusiastic team.
Where's he?
I would love to meet him personally. I don't know. He's like an anonymous figure over here at AfterBuzz TV, right?
Amazing.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here at AfterBuzz TV. I'm your host for tonight, Deidre Behar. We're talking Pretty Little Liars. It's going to get real intense. But first, I just want to briefly introduce the amazing people that I'm sitting here with tonight. Yeah, the hand motion is a necessity.
I love the circular motion.
Yes. Let's start off with the lovely ladies to my left. We have the duo of Dana Livingston Ward, omit the Livingston, and Joslyn Davis. Of course, you guys are familiar with them if you like Pretty Little Liars. These girls have interviewed the cast how many times?
A bunch. Several. Yeah. We've been to New York.
You guys are like on a first-name basis, like with the entire
hey
cast,
girl,
which is pretty rad. Yeah. Okay, so it's good to have you guys back. Thanks for coming.
Jealous.
Across the way, we have the ever so elegant, I want to make sure I pronounce it right, David Schifiletti.
Yes.
Hey.
Now,
Thank you.
his big claim to fame, other than being a Hollywood insider, he works out with Keegan Allen.
No, it works out. I might be stretching. Just a tad.
Can we plug the gym just so the viewers, if they want to catch a glimpse?
LA Fitness Hollywood.
Okay, go there.
Go there.
And then I'm so excited. My best friend in the whole world, Sydney DeBear, is here tonight. And she's an actress. She's a singer. She knows everything about the industry. So we're going to get all her witty...
Is this your first AfterBuzz?
It is. I'm very excited to be here.
Welcome.
Thanks. And last but certainly not least, the birthday girl,
Hi.
Emily Harbert.
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Birthday.
22, finally.
I think
Yesterday.
21 wasn't the big one.
Yesterday. Thank you. It was yesterday, but I was sick of being 21. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was sick of people being like, "Oh, so how long have you been able to drink for?" And it's like
The novelty wears off.
Yeah, it really does.
I wouldn't know. I'm not 21 yet.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Good for
Someday. And I guess if you can't celebrate your birthday with Pretty Little Liars, you got Brittany. Which isn't
I got
so
Brittany.
bad.
Yeah, it was a top 10 birthday, definitely.
There you go.
Yeah, more like top.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Okay, so let's get right into tonight's episode. It's Pretty Little Liars, Season 2, Episode 2, The Goodbye Look. I mean,
The goodbye
overall,
look.
Goodbye luck.
Yeah, very.
What is that even?
What is that
referring
a reference to?
Yeah, very elusive.
Maybe Aria. Ezra.
Oh, it's at the end.
Oh, that would make sense.
Goodbye.
I don't know, cause
Or hello.
That's weird, because like last week's it was so blatant. Like It's Alive was so it was. I don't know.
Is
that's
it
weird.
alive? I don't know.
We
what's
went
going
from
on
like
with that.
opposite
totally
ends of the
alive.
spectrum.
Yeah.
Overall
Weird.
consensus, did you guys like it? Were we feeling this episode compared to last week?
What I liked about it, it didn't have the who's A or who's this. It wasn't like all about A creeping us out the entire episode.
Yeah.
Which I liked, because that seems like like I took a break from Pretty Little Liars, and I think that's the main reason I took a break, because it was like it kind of just went in circles. But I liked that this didn't it didn't happen like that. Like it
But we
was
still got-
actually.
I
Me
love
too.
A and the whole mystery.
No,
about
I
it.
love like that you don't know who it is and it is a mystery, but it's like sometimes it got to the point where it was like every act of every show was like, who's A, who's the. So I liked that it wasn't the entire main focus was who's A.
Yeah, there were a lot of like
I sense
relationship
something else.
dynamics.
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
I didn't like this episode personally.
Really?
Really. It's since like I didn't actually get to watch last week's episode. But since the break, there's something like the writing changed or something. I don't know what's going on, but it's not the same.
Well,
By the way, not the most brilliant. It's not the most brilliant writing in the world.
No, it's not.
It definitely
I'm not gonna say
isn't.
It's not like Shakespeare. or anything like that,
I can definitely agree with you on like the writing in this. No, I can definitely agree that the writing in this episode wasn't very
was
good, but storyline wise, I liked it.
I have to say, I loved this episode.
you've never met a Pretty Little Liars episode you didn't
No,
like.
I never have. That's
Major critic over
You're a major critic. However, I have 2 words. Jason Dilaurentis.
Yes.
Yes.
Who did that?
Thanks.
Did they change actors? Is it me?
I
Because
think they did. I don't remember.
I don't
I'm sure
understand.
He
they
was
did,
in
yeah.
like the
Taking the scarf off.
But here's the thing.
Getting
When did this? When did hot
There you go.
Talking about Jason Dilaurentis.
Get away! Get it away!
Yeah.
One of the. It was. He appeared, I think, once in one of the first episodes. It was
funeral.
It was her
Funeral.
memorial.
But was it
It was
him?
her
I don't
memorial.
think so.
Because I don't remember.
a different
I remember
guy.
thinking it was someone.
Yeah,
not,
I remember him being cute and him being like, "Oh, I hope he sticks around." But
I remember
it was
having
definitely
darker, shorter hair.
But it's been like what, like a year or 2 years, so it could be the same guy, and he cut his. I don't know.
Well,
so
I'm glad they
Maybe.
recast if they did recast it. I'm glad it's a blonde actor because they
Yeah,
need to
let's
look like
match.
Yeah,
Allie.
more
So
sense.
yeah.
Let's match.
But let's go ahead and get right into the recap. We sort of already touched on the whole Jason Dilaurentis thing.
yes.
But we find the girls in the beginning of the episode, and they're in that. I believe we put it earlier as a creepy greenhouse.
Creepy greenhouse.
So we pick up
Our
right where we
favorite
left
meeting
up.
spot. Favorite meeting spot.
Yeah, couldn't go to a park. Couldn't go to a public venue of some sort. It's the creepy greenhouse.
Behind Allie's house.
Exactly. Trying to decipher, is Ian alive? Is he not? Is he the guy sending the text? Is he not sending the text? While the girls was it that they were walking back that they discovered Jason?
Yeah.
They leave the greenhouse.
Well, first
he's-
we need to understand the fact that we know that Ian can't be dead because zombies don't text.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
So-
One of the best quotes.
So we
of the
know
entire
for
night.
sure.
I have 4 things written down from that entire episode.
Number
and one
one.
is a quote.
Zombies don't text.
Thank you,
That
Hannah.
we can be sure of. That we can be sure of.
All said and done.
So
ABC Family Writing.
yeah, there's 101. Our thoughts on Jason? Do we think that he's like a shady character at this point? Are we thinking that
Let's get to I think we can all agree our favorite part of the episode was when Jason violently swings open the door and attacks an innocent dog.
Didn't even
Like-
see the dog and was telling the dog to
But he
get
knew.
away.
like
Yeah.
someone call PETA, please? He came
That
out
was
that
inappropriate.
door with his,
Rolled up newspaper.
ready
Rolled up
to
newspaper.
smack
Guns
down.
blazing.
I think he's like, you kind of had, with Ian gone, with Toby good, you kind of had to bring somebody else in.
Totally.
Like
I
a
think
better
they
New,
want him
hot, creepy guy.
Right.
They want him to be devious,
yeah.
but I think they can easily turn it around to where he ends up helping them in some way. But it just depends on where they want to take it, kind of. But as of right
Yeah.
now, he's a little. I mean, he's building his fence. He doesn't want them.
Right, that's a
near
serious
him.
Got like a
fence.
body
He's
bag
keeping the
in
peeps
there.
out.
So
Which, okay, we'll get to
a
that.
body
bag.
We'll get to that at the end. Okay.
Yeah, so, the girls, obviously, last episode, they were told that they need to spend some time apart. It's going to be what's most healthy for them and most beneficial with the cops and all the stuff they're dealing with. So we see Hanna, and she's at home with her mom, and she hears that Dad's going to be in the picture, it's the same actor, I believe, as...
I think
Yeah,
it
it is.
is.
It
Yeah?
is. It is.
Okay, we see Emily at home with her mom, and she gets her cell phone taken away. Like, really?
Horrible. Like-
really? Come on.
but only after school.
Only after school, which makes no sense.
Right? That's like the
Like,
time
why
that you would...
take the cell phone away when she's at school?
Right.
She's going to be making the phone calls. Doesn't make.
Oh wait, can we just wait quickly? Can we? Something we all mentioned was you'll see in a second.
Her belt.
her Empire waist belt over the long sleeve shirt. We were all kind of confused by that.
I mean, fashion is such an integral
Cinch it.
part
Just
of this
cinch
show.
it.
It is.
From the
By the
get-go.
way, real quick.
Yeah.
What?
Some people are only getting the audio podcast eventually, so for those of you who don't know, we like to watch it in studio, so that's what Emily was referring to.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Sorry. As an AfterBuzz veteran, I should probably know that. But
Yes.
sorry. No, she has this like, it's weird because usually that's supposed to be like right under your chest, but it's like right in her like waist.
It's by her belly button.
Yeah, it's by her
almost.
belly button, and it's over a long sleeve shirt. I don't know. I thought it was a weird look.
I
just doesn't
think
make
maybe
sense.
her mind is like somewhere else. Maybe.
So she's getting dressed in the dark.
It also
like murders going on. It's like breaking.
She can't
it
choose
doesn't
the right
match
belt all the
either.
time.
It doesn't match. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, sorry. Back to what you were saying.
Well, no, I do
it.
want to touch on that because a lot of the people who watch Pretty Little
looks
Liars
cute.
know that a huge
Gorgeous
reason
gal.
to tune in is because the fashion is so cute and because it's affordable. You guys have covered the junkets. They're always talking about like style tips and what they're wearing and whatnot. As these girls, the actresses, I would say Troyan's a pretty fashion-forward girl. Why is she agreeing to wear these things?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
character,
her character,
the
the
art,
art, the craft, my friend.
Yes.
If you think her style's actually changed, because remember in the beginning, it was like
Ralph
super
Lauren.
preppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
she
then
kind of
she-
looks like she's very equestrian in
Like
this
riding
episode.
boots
Like
and
riding
stuff.
boots with the belt and the beige.
Her face is just so perfect that it's just like you could do whatever.
they're so pretty, I know.
She could wear that brown paper bag that Aria
They saved
in
it.
the apartment. Yeah, just throw that on. It'll look great.
I mean, do we want to go ahead and jump to this scene? I did like this scene. Obviously,
yes.
for people who haven't seen the show yet, Ezra is leaving and he's getting a promotion. He's going to be teaching at the community college, and Aria's a little. Is it community college, isn't it?
I think so.
We don't know.
Promotion, yeah.
It's a promotion. It's
It's
sorry.
not high school.
It is it a
He's
step
moving on
up?
up.
Like
Yeah.
community
Is it really?
college,
Yeah.
Public school.
Hollis.
I'm still so sad about their strained relationship. How do you guys feel? I mean, I feel like they're like the cutest little couple ever,
They
and
are.
she's giving him a hard time. He's trying to make every effort he can to be a supportive boyfriend.
Dyed his hair black.
I mean, he spray tan last week.
He matched his hair and matched her hair. What else can you do?
Good together.
This is one of those things that it's like I get so frustrated too. But then like when I was in my writing classes, they kept on saying like hearing these teachers say like, no, you have to have tension in these scenes. Like that scene wouldn't be a good scene if she was like, okay, like
Cool, I'll meet you
cool,
whenever.
there'd
Yeah.
be no. It's like that's why like if anybody listened to the Vampire Diaries, just throwing it out there on podcast we did, like I love spoilers. Like I'm usually like a huge, because I cannot stand like not knowing.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Elegant sound effects. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
Crazy cool.
So I kind of, it's so frustrating, but I get it.
Yeah, so
I
there was a
understand
purpose to
it.
that
There's
tension.
a complete
Yeah.
purpose.
Come on.
I want them to be together, number one. Number
Forever.
two, I'm not sure I can believe that a young girl wouldn't be obsessed with him and whatever he says goes.
I completely agree. It's
Like
just
I would
stalker
follow him
obsessed,
around.
right?
And why are all of their intimate conversations in the classroom? They don't care if somebody
It's
walks
so
in.
blatant.
you think
Yeah.
they pick a more like safe spot
Yeah.
to like
No.
have
So
the chats
obvious.
or
It's
whatever.
more fun to
obvious,
do it
but-
at school.
Yeah, sneaky.
It's more dangerous.
Yeah.
It's like,
You gotta keep something.
this is illegal.
Well,
this is
illegal.
do we
Well,
want to
no,
talk
let's-
about it now or at the end?
Well, yes, but disclaimer for people who didn't listen to the show last week. Age of
True,
consent
you're
in
right,
Pennsylvania
you're
is
right.
16.
Oh,
Lisa
yeah.
Hale
This is
cleared
legal.
that up in a recent interview, so she's technically not in the wrong.
Guilt-free.
I think the kind of person that Aria is, she's dark and she likes to harbor all these secrets. I think she secretly enjoys the fact that she's doing something naughty.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
and also like with Aria, we know like the first time they got together, it was because like she seemed so much more mature. Like he literally thought
She was his age.
in
Yeah.
college or something.
Totally.
So she's kind of
is
an
true.
old soul.
Yes, well put. After that conversation, we see the girls. They're in the cafeteria, and they all have to sit alone, and we thought that was weird.
Like, do you know what this kind of reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of Mean Girls.
Oh, completely.
When they like don't know where to sit, and like I really expected one of them to like go into a bathroom stall and like
start eating
sit alone.
I think that's where Hannah went. She threw her tray down and just left. Here we go. No, she's taking the bottle of water.
Oh, I did not notice that.
She pieces out.
She's not thirsty.
Wait, she left the water or she kept the water?
left the water.
I don't know what that's going to lead to later, but she's not thirsty.
Well, do you know what I thought? Okay, so do you know what I thought here? Because they get a message from A.
Right, they just saw them on the screen. Yeah.
And we had heard last week that like there was a rumor going around that like one of the girls was A. So I was
I announced it, but I did read it in the paper.
Yeah. So I was like, Hannah's not there. The 3 other girls got it. Maybe A is Hannah.
But can't you like schedule those things?
Schedule a text message to be sent?
Yeah.
You can
schedule uploads on YouTube.
I don't think it's text.
But how did they schedule it? They sent it the moment after they all separated.
But they knew it was going to happen.
But they
anticipates
also will have us believe that you can get a text from an unknown number.
True. Yeah, that is true.
So I guess it's Fantasyland.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's living in the Rosewood fantasy a dream.
Where there's monsters that are
creatures in the
creatures.
Where did that come from?
Creatures.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
But speaking of which, let's talk about Toby. Shortly after the girls have to separate, Spencer runs into him on campus. So she gets so excited she thinks that he's going to be matriculating back into the school.
SAT world. Deidre really gets into the SAT words.
I like reading a lot, so I read books. I'm sorry.
I like it. Does she do it in regular conversation?
Yes, I do love this book.
Like
I
this
didn't
book
mention it.
right here.
I did read this book. If you haven't gone out and bought it, please go get it. It's
my mom
amazing.
sent it to me for my birthday.
Did she?
She did.
There's fantastic stuff in there, and we all love Maria.
And again, what book is this for the audio version?
Oh, sorry. For the audio version, you're going to want to go get Maria Menounos' The Every Girl's Guide to Life. Travel tips, weight loss tips, being successful, cooking, anything you could ever want is in this book.
Generally how to be.
And rumor has it, guys can read it too.
Rumor definitely has it. I believe David Schifiletti's been known to thumb through it. Okay.
From time to time.
I do thumb through that book and find advice.
Okay.
Organizing and avoiding people.
Right. When you're not reading this, you're talking about Toby.
Yeah.
Naturally. You're stalking him at the gym.
Naturally. Stalking, doing things.
Let's talk about Toby's new career path that he's going down. He's
Sweeney's Construction.
Joslyn with the name recognition.
Was it? I thought it was Rosewood Construction.
It was Rosewood Construction.
No, he's Sweeney. Mr. Sweeney.
Sweeney's the advisor.
I don't know why I remember that.
All right, well, he showed us the
Do you know why you remember that? Do you know why you remember that? Boy Meets World.
Maybe. I was thinking Sweeney Todd. It kind of creeps me out.
Oh, we were trying to bring it full circle.
So excited when that popped into my head. Never mind.
But yeah, we see that Toby, poor guy, he feels like he can't go back to school because people still hate him. He wants to get out of Rosewood, so he's taking this job because he's got to get money. But in a sweet moment, he admits that the only thing keeping him in Rosewood would be Spencer. And that's really cute.
By the way, did you call that? Because I kind of did. Did you know that was going to happen?
You need to understand that I come from a completely clueless place. I don't predict anything. You're the screenwriter, and you're the one that we count on for all this commentary. You could tell me that A was Sydney, and I'd believe it. Okay? Like I'm so stupid when it comes to it. I just love watching it for the entertainment value.
You know, I'm surprised at how they really turned Toby into being a likable little pumpkin. Like, I feel like he was, when he first came on, I was like, who is this and what's going on?
They did a really good job.
And now I like secretly really like him, and I get embarrassed to say that in front of people, but like,
it's weird because I didn't see his growth as like from being creepy to being like Spencer's boyfriend. So I'm not really used to it. So I still kind of see a little like bad boy kind of creepiness.
Well, I still see the creepiness, and when we were watching this together, I said to Joslyn and Dana, because you guys have had him in the studio before, right?
Right.
Yeah. What's Keegan Allen like in real life?
He is awesome. So nice.
Does he talk like that, like Spencer? Hello. Or does he have like normal intonation?
He's acting. He's only acting.
You know what? I have to say, and I don't know if you'll agree with me, Dana. I'm so glad that we didn't really like get to know him until after he was bad, like past his mean, scary phase on the show. Because I would have never believed it because he's just so like sweet, a really sweet guy.
That's true.
A huggable. Cool. Like, you want to hug him? He's so cute.
Yeah, he's a nice
gym.
guy.
Cool.
Next time you're at the gym, try it out.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Just he's receptive, and then let's take it back here and report back, okay? Another cool thing that happened for Emily in this episode was she's sort of dancing around maybe getting a scholarship. And I like that this show, here's my like little fake screenwriters, whatever, input. I like that this show, like,
screenwriter.
I'm very eloquent with my words. I like that this show has like thematic elements to it that like the people watching it at home can relate to. I'm sure there's so many girls who can relate to, oh my God, I'm a swimmer and I hope I get a scholarship or whatever.
To Danley.
Yeah.
To Danby.
Danby. Top swimmer school in America.
What swimmer wouldn't want to go there?
Yeah. Has the best reputation.
But I do like, because, you know, they're constantly dealing with like murder and
I just like that
relationships.
touch, you're right. Yeah.
This is something like realistic that a lot of girls can probably relate to. I mean, did you guys have any thoughts on that particularly? On Danby,
by the way, when was the last time we saw her swim? Because, like, I remember it was, like, part of the pilot, and that was
Paige McCullers.
No, she had a whole swimming. Yeah, maybe when you tuned out, you missed the whole.
That's when the swimming tuned in.
That's when she became like a full-fledged lesbo.
Yeah.
Oh, like after
Paige, her
Paige, her lover.
There's
A redheaded lover.
Yeah, redheaded, scandalous.
Who is it now? Samara.
Yeah.
Samara, yes.
Well, yes.
Who Paige introduced her to, right?
Yes.
Right.
And now Paige is gone.
Paige ditched out. Yeah, where'd she go?
The loony bin.
Maybe
Paige
she's
wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready. Her dad would get mad at her. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Sad.
Well, thankfully, Samara's in the picture now because I like her. I think she's
like her.
supportive and easygoing.
Can her name not be Samara though?
Yeah, it's weird. It
reminds me of The Ring, and I'm scared of The Ring still.
Right.
It's also like an exotic name, and she's like a cute blonde all-American girl.
Yeah.
Thanks for passing that off to us now. People who did not
You're just
think
gonna picture
of the ring.
like hair. Deidre does a really good The Ring with her long black hair.
Yeah. It's half ring, half cousin it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do it.
For those of you just listening, you're really missing out. You're missing out.
I don't want to sit here anymore.
Oh God.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Exclusive. Deidre Behar does the cousin it.
Next time she's on the red carpet, if you see her, make sure to ask for it.
Ask for the
in
cousin
person. It's
impersonation.
unreal.
I like the thing is because I remember with Maya, she seemed so creepy, and it wasn't
like she was gonna eat her.
And here's the thing: like I never wanted to really say that because it wasn't like that. I was creeped out that it was a lesbian relationship, but it was like I was creeped out by Maya. There was something
because she's on the
like,
Vampire Diaries too, and she went through Scary Witch.
No, you want to know why?
But she was on this before she was on Vampire Diaries.
She's also from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah,
She's like 30.
She has Benjamin Button syndrome, and she
ages
goes back. She really does because I'm not joking. She's in her 30s.
It's her. She looks
she's been playing high school for over 10 years.
Her name's Can we get Bianca Lawson or
I don't know,
like
but
that? I think she's like 32
totally
in real
me
life.
out.
Fantastic actress.
And it was just like she totally creeped me out. So at that point, I was like, I want Emily to like go back with that like cute guy she was with. But now
the one
I'm
that
like,
attacked her in the
no, she was with wasn't she with another cute guy?
She was with like an all-American athlete. Her mom wanted her.
He attacked her.
Oh yeah, he did.
He tried to. She wouldn't have sex with him, and he took his own way with her.
Oh,
and then she went lesbo.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I like this. Now I'm like, oh, I'm so into
Samara's
this.
cute.
Yeah, and she's not creepy.
I liked Maya better. She was like a little dykey. She looked like she played guitar.
She looked like she could show her the way.
Did you just say she's
Samara might be
dykey?
still confused?
Yeah, she's a little dykier than Samara.
Yeah.
Samara's lipstick.
She knew her ways
lipstick.
around.
Yeah.
Samara's lipstick. Samara's a little hipster though.
No.
She has a little.
No, not with that blonde hair.
There's blonde hipsters.
Natural blonde hipsters.
All right, before you go on, we do have a caller.
Yay!
Ironically, we've had a lot of callers, but they keep hanging up.
We keep answering their questions beforehand.
I offend people.
So number 805, you're on the line.
Yay! 805. What's your name and tell us where you're calling from?
Hi, Hi, I'm Jenny Mark, and I'm calling from Camarillo.
Hi, Jenny. What's up?
I was just wondering, you guys talk about the different love interests and things like that, and there's so many cute boys on the show. I was wondering who you guys be interested in dating.
First question.
Yeah.
How do you even pick?
I know.
Seriously.
It's like a hot guy buffet.
Yeah, it really is.
Can I do a top 5?
Yeah, go for it.
There's like 6 guys on
it
the
gonna
show.
be
I'm just gonna leave one
in
out.
order?
Oh, I just love all of them, but I don't want to be, I don't want to take everyone for myself.
Okay.
Be stingy. So just because he just joined and I want to make him feel welcome, I'm going to go with Jason Dilaurentis. He's like an Abercrombie model or something.
Totally, that longer hair.
I don't care how weird he is.
Okay,
I'll
so
take him.
you have dibs on Jason
cute.
Dilaurentis. Dana?
Noel.
Oh, that's a good choice. I forgot about him.
He's a creepster on the show, which means he's got to be great in real life.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That is how it works. Okay, have your pick.
Caleb.
Tyler Blackburn.
Wait, Jenny?
Yeah?
Hi. Are you a fan of Twilight by any chance?
Oh, a huge fan. I can't wait for the next movie.
Okay. Do you side with me where you think that Caleb is sort of reminiscent of Taylor Lautner?
I definitely agree. I think he belongs in the wolf pack.
Total wolf. Completely. Okay, Sydney, who would you pick?
Hands down, Ezra Fitz.
Oh,
I'm totally with you. He looks great in the shirtless.
I mean,
shirtless
I
scene.
know
Me too.
that it was probably a fake spray-on ab, but I don't care. I don't care. I'm down with
I
that.
think it looked great and was very strategic on the producer's part because it really
It
made
was.
you want to turn in.
Yeah.
Looked great on camera.
It was trending on Twitter for like a solid 5 hours.
Yeah. You know you've arrived when your abs are trending on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Who are
Okay,
you guys
Emily?
picking?
Okay, Ezra is so cute, but he's a little short for me.
Okay.
How can you tell?
I know.
It's between. It was always Noel, but now I'm feeling Jason Dilaurentis a little bit.
Yeah, he's kind of a babe.
So
Okay.
These guys
yeah,
are so
toss up.
vanilla.
Yeah, I like
I
the
like
dark too.
I like all American
I see
boys.
where you're going
I'm
with Caleb.
Right?
all American
Come on.
boys. It's a problem.
But I want him to cut his hair.
What about Chad?
I don't like the bob.
No one chose Chad Lowe.
I like his bob.
It's not like a scruffy haircut. It's like a neat little
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I agree.
Carol Brady. Like
Blow dries it out.
it does. It's very
flat
silky.
ironed.
It's very silky.
It's flat ironed. It's flat ironed. You know they ran a flat iron through that hair.
They did.
Deidre.
Who
Your
are you
turn.
picking, girl?
I'm hoping you could guess.
Ezra.
No, he hasn't been mentioned yet.
Oh, is
Wait.
it Keegan?
No.
No.
Think of who we were into last week.
Oh, Ian? Luck of the Irish, Ian?
Your AfterBuzz TV
Exclusive.
What?
I'm asking them to predict. Come on. Officer Garrett Reynolds.
Really?
Officer Garrett.
Deidre, I expected Luck of the Irish, Ian, out of you.
Oh, was that a Disney Channel reference?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
And please tell me you guys have all seen Luck of the
Okay.
Irish.
Obviously.
Thank you.
Oh wait, Ian.
Smart House.
Yes.
Oh
You guys,
my
Thank
God.
you.
Smart House.
Smart
Smart
House
House.
was fantastic
By
as
the way,
well.
by the way, I just started watching Smart House for like the first like 10 minutes, like a solid month
You're a
ago.
little
I
late.
saw no, like
Yeah.
no, like I saw it a month ago again after,
okay.
and I was like, oh my God, this is kind of awful. You're kind of like.
Interesting because I think it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
But you
And
realize, like,
I love
watch
that
a
movie.
Mary-Kate and Ashley movie again, and you're
Billboard
like,
Dad.
Love it.
and you're like,
Great.
Love them.
you love them, but you're like
So hard.
kind of like.
Obviously, it's horrible, but
They're the
that's-
Tanner twins.
You realize how horrible they actually are. Slash awesome.
No, you
Okay,
realize
still
how
related
fantastic
to-
they are.
Okay, back
Best
to
of the
Pretty Little.
Irish or something?
Luck of the Irish.
Back to Pretty Little
I'm
Liars.
Irish. I
Luck
have
of the
no
Irish.
clue
I think
what you're
he
talking
was a
about.
Disney movie as a child.
Yes,
right?
it was a childhood Disney movie
Yeah.
for Ian.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank
By the
you.
way-
Thank you.
IMDb
that.
it, girlfriend.
Here's the thing, like, who are you if you haven't been in a Disney Channel movie?
Yeah, at this
You're
stage
no
of the
one.
Exactly.
game,
You're a
You're no one.
Nickelodeon star. That's who you
Yeah,
are.
True.
That's true.
I want to ask Jenny though. Did you enjoy this episode as much as we clearly did?
She is no longer
She's
with
gone.
us.
Jenny! We start talking about Disney.
Yeah. It's breaking my heart. Okay, well, thank you for calling in. We really appreciate it, and hopefully you'll call in again next week. Let's move on, because we are running out of time here. Let's fast forward to one of the more important scenes. Aria going over to Spencer's house. She got stood up at Ezra's apartment. She's been there for like over an hour, I believe, and she just got fed up. And she's just like over it at this point, and she books it over to Spencer's.
What?
Not before leaving a message
on the typewriter.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that.
She writes out a message.
It was
very in calligraphy.
Yes.
And she apparently is well versed in calligraphy.
Apparently, yes.
Out of nowhere.
It was very, because you know, like Ezra and Aria, they're very kind of like artsy fartsy.
Yes.
And it was very them.
Oh, completely. No other couple in Rosewood would do that.
I don't think any other person in Rosewood has a typewriter.
Why
either.
does she use the typewriter?
Because it probably doesn't work.
That's true.
It's for decoration.
It's from Pottery Barn.
Here's my biggest thing, though.
Probably
I feel like, why was it over? It couldn't work. Why can't it work? He's trying to make it work. She's just being rude.
He was the first person who didn't lie to her, and then he did.
Yeah, she's still like haunted by the whole fiance thing.
I guess, but that is so something to get over. He was not involved with that fiance.
Build a bridge.
It's just not.
Ezra's hot.
Plus,
get
just
over
what
it.
Sydney said earlier, what high school girl would be like, oh, I'm not going to wait for you forever.
Yeah.
No. Okay, if you're 17 and your teacher's that hot and he wants to date, you're going to be like, I'll do anything you want. Whatever. Like,
you keep on transitioning from couch to couch and flipping through books until he gets there. Okay? Rule number one.
I turned on the TV, but he didn't have one.
No, he's too sophisticated.
She could have played chess with herself, okay?
Yeah.
Like Ezra does.
Okay, wait, back to, so she leaves. They go to the house.
Yes. She goes to Spencer's house.
Here's what I have to say. She sees that the glass has been broken.
Yes.
One thing, number one, what I would do is haul ass out of there.
The scene was ridiculous.
Exactly.
It really was.
Sorry. If your house, if there's glass, there's haul ass and call 911 as you're hauling ass. Am I crazy? Or,
no.
She starts shouting Spencer's name. Spencer? I'm gonna ask. She doesn't even step over the broken glass.
She steps
right on it with that fabulous platform shoe, I might add.
And the red toes.
And then she is chucked across the room. Like, literally, did you guys see her fall?
Yeah, shoved at 360 speed. Like, ridiculous. But yeah, I mean...
360 speed.
Is that not the way that you say it?
Aria flew.
That would be 360
That's
degrees.
my notes.
You guys literally, Dana wrote down, Aria flew.
I have 4 notes. Zombies don't text is one, and the other is Aria flew.
Aria flew.
What I just don't understand is, like you just said, you see that there's obviously, you're like about to walk into a crime scene, more or less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And instead of like bolting out of the house, calling 911, doing something, she decides to investigate. Spencer!
But these girls...
Before it's too late.
In past history for these girls, they never call the police when
Yeah.
they need to call the police.
Never.
They have a problem.
But actually it was touched on, which I like. It was mentioned,
That's right.
It was mentioned, Toby said it.
Yeah,
like,
when have they helped
When
us?
have they helped
That's
us?
true.
Yeah, so I guess they
Which
do
is
have
they
a clear
feel
motive.
that with this situation, I'm like, what, is Spencer going to replace the window before her parents get home?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Right.
Or before her sister
realistically, that their parents are going to have to find out, and action will have to be taken. But anyways, Spencer finally
Our girl
does...
is back, I believe, right?
What?
805, you're on the line.
Oh, Jenny, you're back. Jenny?
Hello?
Jenny?
No, this is Courtney.
Number.
Hey, Court.
Hi.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from a little outside of Los Angeles. You guys are also interesting. I love your takes on everything.
Oh, thank you.
Yay.
I just had a question for you guys. In the scene where Aria does basically get decked into that mirror,
My
do
favorite.
we have to assume that A is obviously not Jenna, because she's blind, but do we think it has to be a guy at this point? Because that was not a petite.
That's true.
But we
That's a
can't
good
assume
point.
that it's
We
even
can't
A.
assume that that's A. My assumption that it was Ian.
Right.
Very possible.
Yeah, that it was Ian.
I think
was
it could
definitely
be A, but they could easily twist it and say that it wasn't A.
And it's kind of like, I don't know, remember at the beginning of the season when, not the season, of the show, when Allie's memorial gets destroyed, and you always thought it was A with like the gloves, and it ended up being Toby. So it's always like
they're always trying to throw us off.
Yeah, they're always trying to throw. So I don't think it's A, but yeah,
But if it
definitely
is,
wasn't
yes.
a girl.
If it
Plus,
is A, it must be a guy.
It could be Jenna, like we were saying last week. Like we were even questioning, like, is she really blind?
Right.
Like
Right.
she could be doing this as a whole cover. Although, I mean, who knows if that's true or not?
Well,
but-
when Aria and Spencer are in the kitchen together, they're sort of trying to piece this all together. And
mind you, Aria didn't have a scratch. On
she had an ice pack, which you thought was a pack of shrimp. Some frozen shrimp.
It curiously looked like shrimp.
It did.
Somebody's hungry.
Courtney, did you happen to see Aria's ice pack / shrimp pack?
Oh, no, I did not catch that, but it sounds like it was a beautiful piece, matching her very hipster Urban Outfitters-esque wardrobe that she sports every...
Yes, that is very true. But Spencer brought up a good point. She was like, everybody's camping, or Emily's camping equipment is missing, and Ian's on the run. He obviously needs some sort of survival gear. So it definitely, I think, in my opinion, could have been Ian.
I think,
I think
Agreed.
it could have been Ian.
But what
But
do you
why
guys
would-
think he was trying to get upstairs?
Right, but why would Ian break in if Melissa is in contact with him? That's what they're trying to have us.
To get Spencer.
Spencer to get Spencer. That's what Aria said. She
Right.
wants to get Spencer because
He never finished her
barn.
off in the bell tower. Courtney, do you think that do you agree with us in the thing that we think that it's
In the thing that we think. Do you agree with
that?
that?
Do you think that it's Ian?
I think it has to be Ian because when he was in the church with Spencer, he was using a tone as if he was saying that he actually had murdered Alison, but he was saying that she fell and it was an accident. So when Jason Dilaurentis was asking Spencer, like she couldn't admit that he said I killed Allie, but I mean I think it's definitely Ian. I don't know who else it could be. They keep throwing us for loops.
You're very eloquent.
You're very eloquent and clearly
Courtney
a
knows her
huge
stuff.
fan.
I love it.
Clearly a huge fan. Do you have any other questions for us? Dana and Joslyn have interviewed the cast many times. I'm sure they could help you out with some cool insider info.
Have you guys interviewed the girl that plays Allie?
No, we
Actually,
haven't.
we haven't.
I heard that she's only 15
Yeah,
now.
she's 15.
Yeah, we were
True.
talking about that earlier.
She was actually, she was like 14 when she started. Like,
and
yeah,
That's
she
so
was
weird
14
because
when
she's
she
so like intimidating. She's pretty actually.
You know, my guess is that they probably don't have her at the press days because everything that she does is so secretive and
shady.
cryptic, and they
And it's
probably
all
don't
flashbacks.
flashback scenes. So I mean, if she's going to talk to the press, she's going to have to give away stuff. So
Can we talk really quickly about Allie's flashback scene, the elegant Japanese cartoon porn?
Japanese anime porn.
One of our favorite subtle mentions in the episode. Did you catch that, Courtney?
Oh, I did. I also happened to catch the Tresemme commercial with Mona and Hannah. That was very awkward for me to watch.
We fast forward through the commercials, but that's interesting.
Well, we really missed out.
Wait, so Mona and
Thank goodness
Hannah,
for TiVo.
Mona and Hannah inked Tresemme deals and
Yes,
and
Mona or
Shay
Hannah
Mitchell's
comes into
got
Mona's
Pantene.
room talking about how she needs new hair stuff, and it's very awkward and uncomfortable.
Wow!
Oh my
We'll have to watch the commercials next week.
So funny.
Cool.
They all do have good hair.
They do. have
They
beautiful hair.
really, I love.
Look at Shay Mitchell's hair right here.
Yeah.
She looks
Oh,
incredible.
always.
And the mom.
And the mom, yeah.
It's perfect hair.
Yeah.
Well,
Flawless.
thank you so much for
Thanks
calling
for
in, Courtney.
calling.
You're
Of
very,
course,
very
thank
well
you guys for
spoken.
doing this.
Yeah, please watch us next
Glad
week.
to know I'm not alone.
You're never not at all.
Thanks, girl.
Well, just, I mean, speaking of the whole Ian thing, so is Melissa in contact with him? Like, first of all, I mean, knowing Melissa as Nanny Carey,
One Tree Hill reference
One
for
Tree Hill
everyone else.
reference. And if you don't, she was like the creepiest, scariest character they've ever had on the show.
Oh, she
Fun
was
fact, she is engaged to
Married,
Stefan.
actually
married
married.
to Stefan
To Paul
from Vampire.
Wesley.
Yes.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
Stefan.
Is there like a
Oh.
voiceover
CW
like
romance.
hottie
Yeah.
alert or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Phil, do you have a hottie buzzer?
You got to record that.
Okay, well, we're
We're
going
gonna
to
have to
put in
change
a
that.
request for that.
Yeah.
We have to change
Yeah.
that.
On this
And that
show,
really
we
creepy
do.
grandma vibrato.
Love it.
Yeah, so I don't trust her as far as I can throw her.
Which
I
is
don't-
probably
rightfully
pretty
so.
far.
Rightfully,
Yeah.
She's
no,
probably
don't trust her.
20 pounds.
I think she's in cahoots with Ian, especially
Yeah.
toward the end of the episode.
And
Yeah.
also, like,
Yes.
her and Spencer have always had some, like, serious tension, like,
Yes.
competition.
jealousy
like,
issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Spencer's boyfriends always end up liking, or sorry,
Melissa's
Melissa's boyfriends
Yeah.
always
Like,
end up liking Spencer.
Why?
Because Spencer's awesome.
Well, it's like,
And
hello,
Melissa's
she
awesome.
snuck out of the house. The boots, her rain boots were soaking wet, and she had her ultrasound picture
It makes all
in
the sense in the
pocket.
world.
Obviously, she wants to show her
Baby
man.
daddy.
Her
Baby
fetus.
daddy.
She wants to show her fetus off.
Do you think that
Clearly.
baby is Ian's?
Ooh, good.
Do you think the baby could be someone else's?
Yeah.
Well, because we know that
think it would be.
her former man is coming back to the show.
Who's her
Ren.
former man?
Ren.
Oh, Ren.
We'll
Wait,
talk
okay,
about it in
English.
gossip.
He was hot. But
He still is.
British hottie. Yeah.
Wait, I have a
Can you do
question.
the hottie alert?
Wait, was Ian one of the guys that Spencer hooked up with? Was one?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Spencer.
Yeah, they did hook up.
At the party, right?
And Allie has hooked up with him also.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has shady
So
past with all of them.
incestuous.
Yeah.
Men are.
Show is.
It's a small town. What do you
Okay,
expect?
Yeah.
let's talk about two things before we go to a commercial break. So let's just wrap it up.
The body.
We'll get to that at the end. Ezra's going away speech. We saw the clip. They released that early online, so I'm sure tons of you logged on and saw it on the internet earlier. But I really liked it. He
Loved
had like
it.
a cute quote,
And as he kept walking forward
to her.
he kept walking forward to her
and saying you.
it
and
got
then,
more
yes,
personal
you.
towards the end.
And then I loved that all the friends, Hannah and
They're
Spencer,
looking at
they
her,
kept,
yeah.
they know too, and it's like they're in on it and they liked it too. I loved it.
I thought it was
would
fantastic.
die.
Yes.
I would melt.
Oh, completely.
Ezra.
And I'm just gonna say that it's like a great screenwriting move. Of course, you have to have like the tension immediately.
Yeah.
So she's like all flustered and she doesn't know what she's doing, and she's like, should I go say hi or bye to him or whatever? And just like I don't know, you
Good
noted
movie
the
moment.
light. The
Oh
light
yes,
came
she
on.
looks out the window and suddenly,
Slow-mo.
from whence cometh the sun, it starts to shine upon her little face inside the classroom.
And then the slow-mo
the
run
chariots of
happened.
fire.
Oh, I was loving every second of it.
She had
Yes.
her notebook moment.
I loved
The kiss was great.
Yeah.
The
The
kiss
kiss
was
was
Notebook
great.
moment. I love that.
I love that.
And they were just like,
With the
I
light
don't
shining
care.
on. They both looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was so well lit. The sunset.
So well lit.
Beautiful.
The technical perspective.
Yes.
Over here.
Yeah.
The school buses in the background were just so amazing. The school buses.
Don't pretend that you've never fantasized. Hello.
Oh, hello.
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 Hi, I'm Danielle Sampson. I just want to say I love you guys.
Sweet.
Yeah, you guys are so fun to watch. Okay, so I thought like one of the more serious matters in the episode today is the relationship between Spencer and her sister. And I have an older sister, and I know if that ever happened to me, like I'd be really upset. And I just want to know, what would you guys do in that situation, or what are your views?
Oh dear Lord, don't even get us started.
All of us have
Don't get us
sisters
started.
here too.
I
Most
actually-
of us, huh?
Not me.
I do.
Yeah.
You have an
I don't
older
have a sister, so.
I have
I
an older
personally,
brother.
I don't
What would you-
understand
okay.
why Spencer hasn't like just straight up said to her, "Listen, I know you're lying. I saw the text, or
Yeah.
I see your rain boots are soaked. Like, what's going on here?"
Yeah.
Like, that's what I
agree.
would
I
say
would definitely
something.
approach my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's they have a very, I mean, from the beginning, they've had a very strained relationship, and it's clear Melissa has animosity towards Spencer that she
All of
keeps
her
making out
guys,
with her
yeah.
men.
Yeah, but Melissa's also like the better athlete. She's the better student.
Right, but at the same time, I completely agree with you. I mean, I'm not competitive with my sister, so I don't know. I mean, we both just are so excited for each other with every little thing.
That's
so
the way that it should
it's
be.
different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would be so upset that we're having this issue and that, that a guy's getting between us. It's like blood and a guy. I mean,
Exactly.
come on,
Exactly. I don't know.
Yeah.
My family, we serve up just like heavy servings of the truth in your face. Like, I don't care.
The Davis house keeps it real.
Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, I'm very like nice and modest with friends and coworkers and whatnot. But if you're my family, I'll like grab your face and be like, "Listen, this is how
And
it is.
I don't think their
This is
parents
what
help
you're
very
doing."
much. It's obvious that they don't side with Spencer, and it's really sad.
And
It's
it
so
always
sad.
seems like Spencer, especially when it's like, okay, all these guys are coming on to Spencer. Like, if I was Spencer, I would have been like, Melissa, you date a-holes. Like, these guys they're coming on to me.
Yeah.
Like, there's
She's
obviously
asking for it a little bit.
Yeah,
Spencer
it's
is?
like
she does like the little
Hey, I'm in my
again, like
bathing suit. I'm sore. Rub my shoulder.
Show me the racket. Show me the tennis racket. Capital I.
I don't know how to
That's-
hold my
no, but-
lacrosse stick.
like I kind of feel bad for Spencer that her parents always side with Melissa.
Yeah,
always.
And why are the parents never home at night? Where are they?
Irresponsible parenting.
Spencer's having interludes with Toby by the fire and like sneaking out and sneaking in and getting robbed. And it's like, where are you?
Trust me, my parents were always home when I was
your
in high
face.
school. I wish the Haystings, my parents were a little more like the Haystings, so I could have a party or two.
The Hastings are getting jiggy with it.
Yeah.
We don't know where.
Oh. Yeah, but it's an interesting, I think it's always going to be tension. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I want them to make up.
Relationship, definitely.
Yeah. Danielle, let's get your thoughts on this also while we have you on the phone. When Spencer comes home and she sees Melissa on the couch and the whole the rain boots, and did you think that she did go see Ian, or do you think she's telling the truth that she really didn't leave the house that day?
No, Melissa definitely has an agenda. I think I don't know what it is, but I think she definitely has something going on because she's really sneaky. And then when she said he can't be trusted about Allie's brother, she definitely knows something. And I think they were trying to depend on him for like hiding Ian, and he didn't want to be involved in it. So I think that she definitely has an agenda that's up to something really bad.
Wow,
Interesting perspective.
Yes.
And a great intro to talk about the fact that Melissa finally, thank God, brought up the deficit. I've been waiting for Pretty Little Liars to reference the deficit.
The deficit in gas prices.
Yes.
And the weather.
And the weather. 3 most important topics right now.
Did you laugh at that as hard as we did? We were like, was that like the first Pretty Little Liars current event reference that we've ever heard?
Yeah, I mean, I thought also I saw you guys talking about the writing, and I thought it was definitely like a lot different than and I could see definitely in like their conversation they talked about really like irrelevant, weird things. Like it felt uncomfortable sometimes watching them like with their dialogue,
like the Tory Burch shoes last week.
Yeah.
Chloe boots.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Well, very cool.
Yeah.
You have a very interesting perspective. Thank you so much for
Thanks
calling
for calling.
in.
Thanks.
Thank you for taking my call.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.
Does anyone remember last season? I think it was Ian was talking about Jordan and how they used to do drugs together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Who's Jordan?
You mean Jason?
Jason.
Oh, Jason. Yeah.
How they used to do shady stuff together.
Shady stuff together.
Yeah.
I think that's what Melissa's trying to cover up.
Alluding
Either
to?
that or that's her baby daddy.
So maybe
Interesting
Jason was
Yeah, right.
there when it all went down then.
Maybe she went to see Jason.
Maybe.
These are all questions that are looming.
That's
Let's go ahead.
interesting.
Wait, let's just talk about the body
okay.
quickly. Okay, how'd those girls not know that it was a body?
Maybe it's not a body.
I don't
We
think
didn't
it's a
see
body.
it.
I thought we saw a hand.
But how were they not know?
What?
There was,
Oh, I thought I turned away. I turned away
would've
because I was
written that
really
down.
scared.
no, it was just
No.
Emily, really creeped out. I thought something was gonna like pop
And when you
out.
turned away, your brain told you that there was a hand.
No, I asked you guys. You guys said a hand.
It was the
You
black
guys
hands
said
we
it was
saw
a
were
hand.
A's delicate hands massaging the dog.
Yeah.
Those were the only hands we saw.
Oh, massaging. Okay.
Oh, the dog. The dog.
No cat.
The dog. Okay, the dog that was violently
Attacked.
It went back into a flashback.
No.
What?
So,
The dog came back.
so
Emily was.
she was terrified. She was
terrified
terrified.
watching
Let's fill her in. Basically, Jason's out there and he says, mind your own business. And as they start to walk away, it pans away and the dog is kind of
sniffing.
and then A's gloved hands, but seem to be very feminine the way it's
The caresses were very feminine. The way
They were
came.
very
Okay.
Okay, it wasn't robotic. It was
Very
Oh, she's like, it was very feminine.
That's my impression of her impression.
Yeah,
it was during the Macarena.
on the shady dog's face. Okay, so do we think that the dog is working for A?
Genius dog.
We'll get into that prediction.
Something we were all
Let's do
thinking.
that. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with your Pretty Little Liars news and gossip.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend? The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over,
Get your AfterBuzz on.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Don't mind us, just doing a quick iPhone photo.
No biggie.
Okay,
NBD.
NBD. Here's your news and gossip.
We might discover who A is this season. Pretty exciting.
Ooh.
Marlene King, who we know is the PLL showrunner, she mentioned in an interview, this season the girls are going to come very close to finding out who A is. I think people are really paying attention, and they might, if people are really paying attention, they might finally have a chance to come close to guessing who it is. Marlene also chatted about A's newest target, PLL's resident heartbreaker Emily Fields, saying A is really gonna set Emily up. It looks like the family is moving to Texas, and Emily is gonna have to deliver a very big lie if her parents want her to stay in Rosewood. That lie is gonna leave her vulnerable to A's horrible doings. So best of luck to Emily. That doesn't sound too appetizing. Who do you think it could be? Do you think Emily going to stay, you guys?
Yeah, she's one of the main characters.
Yeah, obviously.
Sometimes I feel like the writers don't even know who A is.
I think so too. They probably don't know.
Yeah.
They haven't decided. But they better be very meticulous when they decide, because if you can go back and watch footage where you're like,
clearly
that's not possible.
Yeah. And it's someone supposedly that we've already met, which is what we discussed last week.
Right.
Early on, when Pretty Little Liars first started, had a dream.
I had a dream.
Please do tell.
About who A was.
Okay.
And it was an older character who we don't see anymore. Who, the nerdy guy who was...
Lucas.
Interesting, because he was briefly on last week's episode for just a second.
Yeah. He'll be back.
Caleb off.
He'll be back.
Hopefully, okay.
Why was he dropping Caleb off again?
Because he loves Hannah so much. He brought Caleb back to her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But maybe it was a master plan of A.
Right?
Yeah, it's weird.
Because he is A.
We'll have to see.
Very suspicious.
I believe you. You sold me.
Our next piece of gossip comes from Troy and Belisario, who plays Spencer Hastings on the show. She's dishing up some dating advice. I thought this was so cute. Troy is the eldest of all the castmates and probably the wisest. She has the most experience. And while she was dishing to J14 magazine, she gave some pretty solid dating advice for all of us ladies out there who might be crushing on a new hottie. She said, and quote, all ears. Here's the thing about boys. You can crush on someone from afar for days. You can try to put on the right lip gloss. You can try to wear the right clothes. But even if you get on a date with them, all that really matters is if you get along. Would you like to spend time with each other? Would you guys make each other feel good? So if you're feeling insecure, just go up to the guy, try to make him laugh, and find out if you have something in common, because sometimes we crush on people just because of the way they look or how popular they are, and they're not really who you think they're going to be.
Ooh, well, that is good J14.
That's true, though.
J14 friendly advice.
Not quite the level of Cosmo yet, right? But appropriate for the PG crowd.
Yes.
Totally. How true is that, though? Like, if you like someone from afar and you're like, totally cute, oh my gosh, I love that guy. And then once you get to know him, you're like, never mind.
Totally.
But you got to check first.
It really has happened.
Try to make him laugh.
Yeah.
Go out there.
Just go.
Do it. Just do it.
Tell a joke.
Tell a joke. Now all these 13-year-olds are going to be awkwardly like telling jokes all the time.
Tell an original joke. It needs to be original. That's my advice.
Yeah, I keep it authentic.
Make
I agree.
one up on the spot.
Yeah.
Impromptu joke.
Okay, so cool. Thanks, Troy, and we appreciate that. And just a little bit more about sort of the dating arena. Lucy Hale opened up to 17 magazine, dishing about her heartbreak and about focusing on her own happiness, which is nice. A very cute and candid interview with Lucy Hale, who is on the cover this month. Go out and pick it up, 17 magazine. She revealed how devastating it was to break up with her boyfriend. She said, being heartbroken is the worst feeling in the world. I've had moments where I thought I would not make it through the day. I'm a dramatic person to begin with, so when something dramatic happens, it's insane. Hope she's not too insane, because that sounds pretty...
insane.
Yeah.
Sounds a little insane.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato insane.
Yeah, right?
Leave her alone.
Low blow.
Sorry.
Unnecessary dig.
I like Demi Lovato.
Lucy, keeping very current with the times, she even talked about how difficult it is with all the technology that we have, saying that it's really difficult when she would log onto Facebook and see who her ex was dating, or sorry, not dating, but talking to, and who he was conversing with, and it was just very difficult. Was she referring to David Henry?
Highly possible. They were, dated for a long time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And he's in the public eye, so she would even see like him in articles or out at events, and that's gotta be so weird.
Totally.
Is that the older brother on Wizards of
Yeah.
Waverly
Yeah.
Place?
Cute. Really cute.
Good job.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
He's a little,
I mean, he's very Disney, not kind of. I don't know. I don't find him cute.
I don't either. And I think.
How old is he?
How old is David Henry?
He's over 21. So
Yeah,
he's like
He's
our
probably
age.
the same age as her.
Like 21.
He's like our age, like
Oh, you're not 21.
Well, you're not
yet,
21
though.
yet.
Yeah,
Not 21 yet.
soon. And then just to wrap it up, really cute, the interviewer at 17 Magazine asked Lucy who she would set all her castmates up with. And she said she'd pair Troyan up with Michael Cera because they have very like dry senses of humor. Shay Mitchell with Paul Walker, because in every interview, Shay Mitchell talks about Paul Walker and how obsessed with him
They would
she
be
is.
amazing together.
Oh, the most beautiful couple of all time.
By the way, he's
explode.
dating a really young girl too.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
dating
I
like
thought he was married and has kids.
He does have a kid, but I don't think he's married. to her.
no, he's dating a really young girl. Yeah,
My assumption.
She paired Ashley Benson with Joe Jonas. Was it him you were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Joe Jonas?
I don't like Joe Jonas.
He's sexy now, though.
He's so boring.
I wouldn't.
He's so boring.
I wouldn't say
sexy now.
sexy.
No comment.
So boring.
And you guys, I really got to give it to Lucy Hale. She picked a winner. She picked Mr. Spider-Man himself,
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield. Andrew
for
Garfield.
herself.
By the way, okay.
Why?
Exclusive. Can I get the exclusive?
No.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Let's hear it.
I was working on Rules of Engagement on the Sony lot when they were shooting Spider-Man.
Oh wow.
So we got to see him in his Spider-Man pants.
Ooh.
And with
And what
blood
was going
dripping
on?
down his face. He looked amazing.
Oh, I have no doubt about it.
Amazing. In his
He's such a fox. I die for him too.
so
You don't
cute.
like him?
He likes
I think he's nerdy too, but in a cute way.
Yeah, he's nerdy in a cute way because he's usually not my type. But when I walked by, I was like, wow.
Definitely not.
Eduardo
I
Sanchez
wasn't
was enough for
surprised.
me. I loved him in Social Network. I was obsessed with him. That's where it all began for me. So I'm all about it, Lucy. You have my seal of approval there. And just lastly, to wrap it up, Joslyn mentioned last week, briefly in an email to me, but I don't think we discussed it on air. Lucy is the female lead in the new music video for this group called Chase Jordan. I actually found out they won the Wango Tango Breakout Star contest.
Oh, okay.
So that's
That
who they
makes
are.
sense.
I like the song.
I liked it too. It's like a techno.
It's a
sort of
little
vibe.
reminiscent of Britney's "Till the World Ends."
They do a little bit of that.
Is the best song.
Yeah.
By the way, last night, amazing. Till the world ends. Sorry. Okay. I'm still on a Britney high. I'm still on a Britney high. I'm sorry.
But you guys definitely make sure you check it out. I watched the video earlier. Her hair, her makeup, flawless as usual. She's
Gorgeous.
a 10. So yeah, definitely check it out. I believe it's called Take a Sip.
And it's Chase Jordan.
Chase Jordan is the name of the group.
And
So-
the boys
story, too.
are they
Yeah.
are they a
Interesting.
boy band? Are they rugged? I was confused,
They
but
look
I
like
liked
combo
it.
platter.
They look like LMFAO meets boy band.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sort of.
don't say LMFAO because that's very unattractive. And those boys were all very cute. Very cute.
Okay, I take it back. But that's like
She meant like
electro
every day I'm
music.
shuffling.
Yeah, it makes you want to shuffle.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so that is going to be your Pretty Little Liars news and gossip for the week of June 21st, 2011.
Yay!
Scary music.
And now,
Slow run.
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Okay, so I have to say that usually they at least give us a little more in the teaser.
That's
this
true.
was nothing.
It was nothing.
This was like a glorified trailer of like a few screams and a few like quick shots, but I didn't really get much out of this.
Very general and
Cryptic.
generic.
Yeah. We hear Spencer saying that she wishes she didn't know things that she knows. And we hear the
Crying.
girls screaming after probably encounter number 4092 with A. But do you guys have anything in mind that you think is going to be happening in the next couple episodes?
We have to find out what is going on with Ian, or I'm going to lose my mind. Where is Ian?
And Melissa,
they have to drag
something
it out
at
for a
least
couple
we
more
need to find out if Melissa
knows
what she knows, what's
Okay.
going on.
Yes, I agree.
And it seems like this whole Emily thing and the big, humongous lies she tells is gonna be something even bigger than what
maybe
we've
she'll be
seen.
like a
Can we just enjoy it? Can we just enjoy it?
More
Yes.
makeout. We're watching the
More
makeout sesh.
of the lighting, more of the good lighting.
Look at
What's
this.
it called,
that-
Emily? The pan shot?
It's
running around them. It's
yes.
amazing.
that
hair.
is perfect lighting. You
Flawless
guys have to-
hair. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's perfect. Oh, it looks like the end of a rom-com. Like,
And the kiss is
yeah.
good. The kiss is good.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm so
they have
glad
some
they stepped it up.
practice.
Yeah.
They stepped it up. It was no longer
Lots
just
of
a
like
peck.
hands on the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubbing.
More robot
Okay,
hands
and
for our
also,
fans
wait,
of that.
part of
Good hands.
so Ren's coming back apparently.
Yes.
So maybe he'll stir things up. Maybe more with him and with Spencer and Melissa. So show.
Yeah, I guess we have Ren to look forward to. That British accent kills it for me every time. I know. I can't wait.
It sounded so fake to me.
Yeah,
I
did.
Is he an American actor?
Horrible.
No, I
think
he's.
so.
I thought he was British.
No, definitely
He's British on the show.
I'm
He has
really
the show.
confused.
Time to
now.
Google that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Google
Again,
time.
the critics are over here. I don't know anything. I thought the British guy sounded awesome. I guess we'll just have to look out for him. Hopefully he'll appear in the next couple episodes.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see the therapist again in the next episode.
Yeah.
Dr. Sullivan.
I want
Absent.
to hear like some of their I want to see like one of them with her in the therapy, like to see if they're a little different. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To see if they're
Right,
a
right,
different
right.
side of them.
Completely. And then we could hear some juice that maybe we haven't heard before. Cool.
Scruffy the dog is coming back.
yeah,
I
the
feel
dog.
like.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to become an integral part of the A situation.
Most definitely.
He's sniffing around the
He's the
Dilaurentis
link.
yard.
He's A's drug mule at this point. So
A smuggling drugs
At
in
this
the dough.
point, we're just going to start making
Baggies of
crazy
heroin.
predictions. Allie is Jason Dilaurentis.
Melissa is Allie's mom.
You know the book ended in like a crazy way.
With the twins.
With like Allie was in a mental institution,
And it was really her twin sister.
yeah,
or
and it was
something.
really her twin.
But they've written.
that's
they've
awesome.
written more books since the show came out.
Well, they are. The
really?
producers have said
Yeah.
because in the book, A is Mona, and they
Yeah.
said it's obviously not.
They can't do
Mona.
that.
It's
Yeah.
too easy. So I guess we'll just have to reconvene
or
next
maybe
Tuesday night.
it'll be like reverse. So we want to say to ourselves, "Oh no, it's not Mona. Oh, no, it's not Mona."
I don't want it to be Mona.
Inverse
Me neither.
That would be
psychology.
anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about her.
Right.
Whoever it is, I hope it's just a complete curveball. I don't want to see.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure it will be.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yes. The writers
I mean,
are so
it's such a hit show.
It's
They are
gonna be
going to make
Lucas.
it mind-blowing.
sorry, our favorite scene.
So this is the
hand.
You see the hand? Oh, I hate you.
There's no hand except for A's. Here it
Just
goes.
Scruffy.
There's
And then
there's
A's
But you know
hands.
what? The way the dog lays down, like they know it knows A.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he's
He
a
just
good
walks
voice.
up and goes like that. Not
He's
like
clearly A's owner.
yeah. Oh,
Whatever. I mean,
the
vice
dog.
versa, vice
So there's
versa.
our prediction for next week. The dog owns A.
Oh my
The
goodness.
dog is behind it. It
My
pays
mind
A.
is blown right now. It is blown.
Let's go ahead and end it on that note. Thank you guys so much
Thank
for tuning
you.
in. Thank you to our
Thanks.
callers. You guys were
Thank you.
awesome. Please
Yeah.
watch again next week. We will be here Tuesday
See you
night.
soon.
Yay!
Yay!
Bye.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.